NFL.com came out with the projected starters for every team in the AFC North. Let's take a look at the projected starters for the Browns. And when you look at it, it's pretty good. When you look at this, what areas do you think maybe need tweaking, and just how good do you think this roster is?
I'll answer the second question first. I think this roster is extremely good. Very talented, a lot of different things. Their offensive line is still one of the best in football. They have a top 5 to top 10 quarterback now. We don't know how long his suspension will be, if there will be one. They have one of the top 2 or 3 running backs in the NFL right now. Amari Cooper is the top receiver in this league. It looks very good on paper. Where I would tweak something is the wide receiver room, and you guys just touched on in the last segment where if Cooper misses 3 or 4 games, say, hopefully he doesn't, but if he does, is Donovan Peoples-Jones, enough to go to the number 1 guy, and then David Bell go to number 2. I think getting someone like Will Fuller, as Spencer said, would be great. I think that is an area of need. They do need that deep threat, unless they think Anthony Schwartz can, step up from year 1 to year 2. I don't know how likely that is. That's a very tall task to ask of him, but the offense looks great on paper. Those starters look fantastic. I can't wait to see that. Wide receiver for the offense is the biggest area of, I don't even say concern, just an area of interest at this time.
Yeah, and I know the defensive tackle they have a bunch of young guys. I think they really like the young guys that they have, and they're going to have to, when you have stars that you have to pay, you have to find a way to develop players at other positions so that you can manage the salary cap. And that's kind of where they're at, probably with wide receiver as well as defensive tackle.
Oh, absolutely. So they have Amari Cooper, and I know we're going to talk about him here shortly. And that's their big wide receiver, their big money wide receiver. The other ones are still on relatively, team-friendly deals. Donovan Peoples-Jones in his second year. As for defense, the defensive tackle, a lot of people want them to go sign someone. I would love if they went and signed Akeem Hicks. That'd be fantastic. Or maybe an Ndamukong Suh or someone of that caliber. They're not going to take very much money, but those are the positions that, are going to see the decrease in money. And I think the Browns do like what they have, or young guy-wise, for the defensive line. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see 3 defensive ends on the line at one time for a lot of the season.
Yeah, they have a lot of guys that have that flexibility.